Welcome back to day 3 of our Values-Driven Growth e-course. This is Kurt Fowler, president of Fowler & Company, and I'm so excited you are back with us today for day 3 of our e-course, where we are showing you how to dramatically increase the growth of your business. So far, we've shown you how values-driven companies with disciplined execution can outperform the marketplace by up to 15 times. We've also shown you how core values are the guide rails that keep your company on the right path, and how to determine the core values for your organization. Today we are going to complete the foundation of your organizational house by defining the core purpose of your business and introduce the one-page strategic plan. Now let's define what a core purpose is. Some people like to use the term mission statement, others use the term noble purpose. For our discussion, I like to stick with core purpose. I think it has a lot more feeling and a lot more meaning and, dare if I say, purpose than a lot of mission statements have ended up having. So I've got 3 different ways to define a core purpose. First is, your core purpose is a reason for being beyond just making money. If you're a nonprofit organization, this is pretty easy for you. You know what greater human need you're out there trying to meet. In business, we oftentimes get fooled that we're in the and begin to think that we're in the business of making money, when actually we're in the business of meeting a human need. And the better we are at meeting that human need, the more money we make. So what human need is it that you're trying to meet? That is your core purpose. Another way to look at it is your why. Why do you do this? If you've got enough money in the bank, why would you bother coming to this job in the mornings? Another way to look at it is, what would be missing in the world if your organization ceased to exist? Now assume all your employees were able to get great employment somewhere else, but your organization vanished. What would be missing? That's your core purpose. Now before we start defining your core purpose, I want to give you a few examples of some great core purposes, just to get you thinking about what a great core purpose for your organization might look like. Here's a great one: to make people happy. What organization do you think could have this core purpose? Walt Disney. Think about it. Whether it's movies, whether it's theme parks, whether it's children's toys, their goal is to make people happy, and all of the things they do meet this core purpose. Here's another one: to preserve and improve human life. What organization could that be? You'd probably think they were probably in the healthcare business somewhere. It's actually Merck, the huge pharmaceutical company. To preserve and improve human life is their core purpose in everything they do, and there's some wonderful stories about Merck where they have truly followed through on this. Another one of my favorites: to deliver happiness. That's Zappos. Started off delivering shoes, now they deliver a whole lot more. But in everything they do, it's all about making people happy. And our last one: to build world-changing, values-driven organizations. And that's us. That's why Fowler & Company exists. To build world-changing, values-driven organizations. That's what gets us out of bed in the morning and has us working pretty late into the evenings every night, because we just love what we do and we feel strongly about that purpose. So let's talk about your core purpose. How do we find it? The first thing you need to do is answer the simple question, and you answer this all the time: what do you do? Do you build roads? Do you fix people's knees? Do you train people in athletics? What do you do? Answer the just basic overall question, and then ask yourself why. And you got to ask why at least 5 times. Let's take my firm as an example. We're in the management consulting industry. So if you ask us what we do, the simplest answer is, well, we consult. So then ask why. Why do you consult? Well, we consult to help our clients grow. Why do you want to help your clients grow? Well, we want to help our clients build better businesses. Well, why do you want to help your clients build better businesses? Well, I guess because we want to help them accomplish their dreams and their goals in life. Okay? Why number 4? Why do you want to help them accomplish their goals and dreams? Well, because We think by helping them accomplish their goals and dreams that we're going to help our clients make a positive difference in the world. Okay, why do you want to help your clients make a positive difference in the world? Because in the end, that's how we make a positive difference in the world. And that's how we came up with our core purpose to build world-changing, values-driven organizations. Because we're helping make the world a better place by helping our clients make the world a better place. And we do that how? By building values-driven organizations. So take yourself through that process. Get some of your leadership team to go through that process themselves. Then get together and create that core purpose statement that fits your answers to these questions. And then, of course, there are going to be some tests you need to run your core purpose through. First test. Do you find the purpose inspiring? Is this something that would get you out of bed every morning? If you don't, keep searching. You haven't found your core purpose. I love this one. Would you be proud to tell your children that this is what you do for a living? Would it just get you excited to tell them stories about your work and the positive change you made in the world through what you do for a living? I love what I do for a living. Building world-changing, values-driven organizations and being able to tell my kids stories about that just excites me. And then I can excite them about finding a career that's going to have the same kind of impact on their lives. Now, both my children are far too young to understand this conversation, but they tend to listen pretty quietly right now, which is great. Later, I'm sure they won't. Next question. Does this purpose answer why your organization is great? Try and complete the sentence. We are great because. We are great because we deliver happiness. We are great because we make people happy. We are great because we preserve and improve human life. Or we are great because we build world-changing, values-driven organizations. Does it flow off your tongue? If not, you're probably not there. Is it short, memorable, and to the point? If you have to look it up, it probably is not your true core purpose. Lastly, this is your reason for being. If your organization, and we're going to be planning on your organization lasting over 100 years from now, would this core purpose still be valid? Look at Walt Disney. It's still valid. As long as they've been in business and all the many different things they've done, it is still a valid core purpose. If your core purpose has made it through those tests, your next step is to gather feedback from your team. Now remember, follow the 80-20 rule. You're not going to get everybody on board, and there'll be people in your organization that are going to nitpick. But if you can get 80% pretty fired up about, yeah, that's why we do this. That's why we get up in the mornings. That's something beyond just a paycheck. Then congratulations. You found your core purpose. So if you've made it this far, we have created or discovered the core values and the core purpose for your organization, for your business. And this is that framework. This is the base, the building blocks that all the other decisions of your organization that are going to be based upon. And the next step is determine where your business is going. And that's what we're going to start working on tomorrow. But before we go there, I wanted to introduce you to a tool that's going to help you keep your team aligned with your strategic goals and objectives. It is the one-page strategic plan. And I will pull that up for you real quickly. Now, I want to show you how you can get your own personalized copy of the one-page strategic plan. And you started at this page. This is from the day one of the e-course, but all the other subsequent pages you're on look just like this. Right below the Sign Up Now button, you'll see two hyperlinks. The second one is click here to download the one-page strategic plan. Click on that link. And what should happen, ta-da, a one-page strategic plan will open up. Now this one-page strategic plan is a fully customizable PDF. You can save it to your hard drive and change anything you want. You can put a logo in the top right corner. It helps if your logo is square. If not, it's going to be a little tiny. You can change any of the fields. If you don't use the terminology that we use, core values, core purpose, if you want to use mission statement, you can change that right here. Put the name of your business right here. And as we go through the rest of the e-course, we're going to fill all these in. So far, you can fill in the core values section and the core purpose section. And tomorrow, we're going to move on to creating the BHAG, the vision for your organization. And I want to tell you a little bit more about why this exist. There are a lot of one-page strategic plans you can find out there on the internet. I created this one to help my customers. Far too often our strategic plans end up on a shelf. We take 2 or 3 days to create them, and then we don't look at them again until the end of the next year when we start the planning process again. By creating this simple way to look at the entire strategic plan for your organization, this is something that everybody can have stuck up on their wall, in their cubicle, wherever, so that they are constantly reminded of who you are as an organization, what you stand for as an organization, where you're going, and most importantly, what their role is in getting your organization there. So that is the beauty of condensing this big strategic plan down into something as simple as this one-page view. So as the e-course continues, we'll always be referring back to this plan. So take time to go back and fill in your core values and your core purpose. Put your logo up there. Put the name of your organization in. Save it to your hard drive, and tomorrow we're going to come back and we're going to start working on the vision of your organization, where you are going. Can't wait to see you for tomorrow's course.